Morning, friends. I welcome all of you in today's discussion about astrology. The topic of our discussion is whether we are predestined or we have the freedom to exercise our free will. My answer to this question, whether we are predestined, my answer is both yes as well as no. Now try to understand this thing very deeply. Firstly, I would like to make this thing very much clear that some people, they have the belief, they have the notion that there is some extraterrestrial power, maybe God or whosoever, who has already decided the fate of everybody. So I want to make it bluntly clear to you, there is no any power as such who maintains an account, a register, and who decides that what fate exactly one is going to have. There is no such power, there is no such God, and even if there were some God, he might not be that much useless that he would keep an eye on everybody and he would keep account of everybody's deeds. So there is no such power, there is no such God who keeps an eye on everybody, who keeps the account of everybody's deed, and that way he or she awards the result of one's deed. Now come to the same question again. Are we predestined or we have the opportunity to exercise our free will? So as I said, my answer to this question is both yes as well as no. See, whatever happens in our life, whatever is our behavioral pattern, whatever is our thinking pattern, whatever is our perceptual pattern, this pattern depends upon the level of consciousness in which we are. If we are in low state of consciousness, our perception will be totally different than when our level of consciousness is very high. Our way of thinking, way of understanding the reality would be totally different. Our behavior would be different. And in fact, all these things, our understanding, our perceptual processes, our way of behavior, all these things basically decide about our action, our interaction with others. So that way, whatever is the reality of our life, that reality of life is basically the result of all the factors that is there in our consciousness. Means our reality of life, it depends upon the constitution of our consciousness, our mind. So if we are highly evolved in our consciousness, then our way of interaction, our way of thinking, our perception, our understanding will be totally different than those persons who have got low level of consciousness. So whatever we do in our life, basically we do each and everything in our life according to our understanding of the reality. If you consider a person as your enemy, then your way of behavior to that person with that person would be different than the behavior that you show with the person who you consider as your friend. So in fact, whatever is our reality of our consciousness, on that reality of our consciousness, the reality in our actual life depends. In most of the cases, what happens, since most of the people, they exist their life at comparatively lower levels of consciousness. That's why they don't change. If consciousness of a person is fixed, immutable, then the way of behavior, the way of perception, the way of thinking, everything of that person will remain fixed. These things change only when the consciousness structure of the person changes. So if consciousness changes, the reality of the person will change. If there is no change in the consciousness of a person, then most probably throughout the life, his way of behavior, his way of thinking, understanding, everything will remain same, and his action also will remain same. And at whatever level of consciousness that person is, the reality of his life would be according to that reality of his or her consciousness. Now, a question arises whether the science of astrology, this is right or wrong. So before we discuss this thing, let me make one thing very much clear to you. That see, whatever the planetary disposition is there, it does have the impact on our body, on our physical body as well as mental body. If you do astrological study properly, you'll observe that all those persons having been born in a certain time, certain place, same time, they have lots of similarities with each other. If you study the horoscope of all those people who belong to, say, armed forces, you'll find that in their horoscope, Mars is very dominant. All those people who are very much inclined towards spiritual exploration, you'll find that, in their horoscope, Jupiter plays very significant role. Jupiter is very dominant. So what does it mean? That whatever the planetary disposition is there at the time of birth of a person, that planetary disposition has certain impact on the life of that person. In fact, as far as our physical body is concerned, even our mind, mental body is concerned, these things consist of a certain pattern of vibrations. And whatever planetary dispositions are there, those planetary dispositions have their own impact on the pattern of our vibration. Because these planetary dispositions, they create different planets, they create certain pattern of magnetic field, electromagnetic field. And these electromagnetic field generated by the mass and movement of different planets or cosmic body, they affect our physical body as well as mental body. So, as far as this planetary disposition is concerned, certainly they do have the impact of our life. And astrology is basically the science of study of the impact of this planetary disposition on our life. But basically what happens when a person doesn't know the actual science, the actual mechanism of certain science, certain reality, then most probably that person, what happens, they exaggerate or distort something. So same thing happened with astrology also. See, as far as the manifested universe is concerned, the most dominant reality of this manifested universe is basically material reality, matter. Matter has fixed pattern of action and reaction. So this way, if you study the whole cosmos basically operates on the basis of the chain of causes and effects. So by studying the pattern of the causes and its impacts, effects, the chain of causes and effects, we can predict some future event or even past event. Since, as I told you, the whole cosmos having the materiality as the main component, the whole cosmos operates on the principle of this chain of causes and effects. So, with proper observation of this chain of causes and effects, we can find out or we can guess about future developments, future events, or even the past event. So, if a person is totally operated by material reality, then his future can be predicted because he is being operated by the fixed pattern of behavior, fixed pattern of understanding, fixed pattern of consciousness. But if a person exists at very high level of consciousness, and in consciousness, the best thing about consciousness is that consciousness is always nascent. Consciousness is beyond the domain of cause and effects relationship. So nobody can make any kind of prediction about the person who exists at the very high level of consciousness. One can make the prediction about only those people who exist at low level of consciousness, because when a person exists at low level of consciousness, he is operated by, since there is no any change in his consciousness pattern, in his consciousness, so he is having fixed pattern of behavior, fixed pattern of emotions, fixed pattern of perceptions, fixed pattern of interactions. So some prediction can be made about this kind of person. There is an anecdote about Lord Buddha, that Lord Buddha was sitting somewhere under a tree, and some students of astrology, they were passing from there, and they had just completed their study of astrology, and just by observing the footsteps of Lord Buddha, they predicted that this footstep must be of some very mighty king, very powerful king. That time there was a word called Chakravarti Raja or Chakravarti Samrat. Means very powerful king, mighty king. So just observing the patterns of the footsteps of Lord Buddha, those students of astrology, they predicted that okay, these footsteps must be of some powerful king. But when they reached Lord Buddha, near Lord Buddha, they found a very simple saint, a very simple person, having no rich costumes, jewelry, etc. He found a very simple person, just a saint-like person was there. So they asked Lord Buddha, we are students of astrology, and by observing the footsteps of yours, we had predicted that you must be some king. But as I see that you look like a very ordinary person, so it means whatever we have studied in our school, that knowledge of astrology is basically wrong. So should we give up pursuing this knowledge of astrology further? Lord Buddha said, no, your science is right, but this science does not apply on me. Or this science of astrology does not apply on that person whose consciousness is highly evolved. So Lord Buddha suggested them that okay, no, you continue with your practice of astrology, but you must know the limitations of this science. Most of the astrologers, they claim that each and everything can be predicted through the study of horoscope. Now let me ask a question from such astrologers. The whole astrological study is done on the basis of only 3 data. The first data is place of birth, second is time of birth, and date of birth. Now supposingly if you go to a hospital, there you can easily find 2-3 babies having been born at the same moment, at the same time. So now all these 3 data of these babies are same. Their place of birth is same, their date of birth is same, their time of birth is same. So do you think that okay, all these 3 babies will be exactly the same in every respect? Certainly no. Of course, lots of similarities may be there, will be there. But at the same time, lots of differences also will be there among those children, those babies. The reason is their genetic constitutions are different. When they grow, their environment may be different. Their family background may be different. They might be having different exposure, different interactions. Our way of understanding, our way of thinking, our way of perception, our way of interactions, all these things depend upon our family background, our education background, our profession background, the culture, genetic constitution. If all these are different, certainly the behavioral pattern or the reality of life of these people will be different. So when an astrologer claims that on the basis of astrological study they can predict each and everything, it is sheer ignorance. The best use of astrology is that through the study of astrology, you can find out some realities about a person, like his mental propensity. In fact, so many things can be predicted. But these predictions would be valid only when these people they are fixed in their consciousness. If a person who is highly evolved in their consciousness, such kind of people they remain always in the state of present and now. They always remain in present moment. And because of their high consciousness, they remain unaffected by the situation in their environment. In fact, these people are in the position to exercise their choices. And the person whose consciousness exists at low level, they have fixed pattern of behavior. They don't have any choice. They are almost like material entity. So, astrology, though it is true in the sense that whatever planetary disposition is there, they do have impact on our life. You must be knowing that all those people who are or were enlightened, Moon had very important impact in their life. Most of the people, they got enlightenment on the night of full moon. Or even most of the people who go lunatic, this also happens mostly in the night of full moon. It means moon has very powerful impact on our mental body, on our mind. If you properly study the horoscope of all those people who belong to a certain profession, you will find lots of similarities in their horoscope. So, though their way of behavior, their way of thinking may be different, may be same, but at the same time, lots of differences also are there in the life of those people who belong to the same profession. So, now I'll conclude this way, that if you want to change your destiny, so you will have to change your pattern of consciousness. By changing consciousness, this you must have heard the word karma. Karma is nothing, it is a pattern of consciousness. So if your pattern of consciousness is always fixed, there is no evolution in that, then most probably your life would be fixed and you will be governed by the principle of causes and effect. Your life will be fixed, reality of life will be fixed. And the astrological disposition will have deep impact on your life. But if a person who is evolved in consciousness enables us to transcend the domain of this chain of causes and effects. So it is the consciousness basically that gives us freedom. The whole purpose of spiritual pursuit is basically to evolve to the higher state of consciousness so that we can have freedom in our life. If consciousness is fixed, the person will have fixed fate, fixed reality in the life. If consciousness is evolved, the person will have freedom. That person can exercise his will, his choices. So I suppose I have made this topic very clear to you. If you have any question, you can write to me, you can call me, you can email me. Just share your questions with me, or if you have any doubt, I'll do my level best to answer to all of your queries. Thank you.